TinkerCAD tips. I always love a good challenge, and recently I had a follower ask about making teardrops in TinkerCAD. Now I did search the shapes and such over here for water droplet, teardrop, and I couldn't find any sort of a shape generator, so we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Now, just for clarity here, and to be completely honest, I had to do a little experimenting with this, and it doesn't always work the first time, so sometimes I have to do it once or twice. But let's just bring out a cone here. Let's go ahead and change it to yellow just so it's a little more easy to see. And I want to change the number of sides to its max so that it's smoothest. Let's drag this up. I'm going to make sure my snap grid is set to off here so I get the most granular control of the size. I'm going to zoom in here, and holding Alt and Shift, I'm going to scale this down. Let's make the base of this, whoops, undo that. Let's make the base of this pretty small. Stretch that up. Zoom in a bit more here. There we go. Whoops. Zoom back out. Let's bring that up just a bit more. Okay. Now I've got this raised quite a bit off the work plane. So while I have that selected, I'm going to hit Duplicate. I'm going to zoom in here a bit. Whoops. Let's undo that. Duplicate. I'm going to drop it down a little bit. About that much. And I'm going to zoom in, and I want to make the bottom of this one large enough to intersect with the bottom of this one. So again, holding Alt and Shift, I'm going to drag that out a little bit to right about there. Zoom out. I want to grab the top of it, and I want to make sure that it's lower than the first one. Okay, there we go. Zoom out. Now while that's still selected, I can start hitting Control D. You can see as we duplicate, it's getting a little wider. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let's grab all of that, drag it back up again. All right, now we're going to come back over here. Let's grab a sphere. We'll make it yellow. Increase the number of steps to make it smooth. I'm going to drag it up a little bit to make it a little more egg-shaped. And I'm going to hold Alt and Shift and drag this out just a little bit for the moment. Now I want to take all of this and do a quick alignment. This direction, this direction. Okay, now that they're center aligned, I can bring that round shape up, that spheroid shape, and again, holding Alt and Shift, I'm going to pull on one of these corners, and I'm going to keep changing the shape of it a bit and lowering it up and down. Maybe drag it out a little bit more. And a little bit more. And I can keep playing with that until I kind of get everything lined up. Let's make sure this is still aligned. Yep. Let's bring it up a little bit. Let's maybe decrease the size. And you just have to play with this a little bit until you kind of get everything to feel right. There we go. Could make that a wee bit smaller in this direction. Then you just have to kind of keep adjusting the shape of it here. but you get the basic idea. And once you get the shape right, and you can select all of that, group those together. And once it's grouped, of course, you can scale down the size of this to be much smaller, etc. There you go, quick challenge, making simple teardrops in TinkerCAD. Like, follow, and share, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those. See you in the next one.